everyone. I'm Ryan Oliver Odagoy and my groupmates are Edlin Basibas, Antonio Luis Huco, and Ken Rhodes Saysay. We are Group 8 and we're going to discuss our Filipino scientists. The first scientist is Dr. Luz Robleveras Belardo, who explained by Mr. Huco. The young scientist Josefino Josemiso is going to explain by Mr. Saysay. And lastly, Casimiro del Rosario to be explained by Mr. Basibas.
Good morning, everyone. This is Antonio Luis C. Huco from C80-09-102A. And today I'm going to discuss what are the contributions of Dr. Luz Oliveros Bilardo. Dr. Luz Oliveros Bilardo is a female scientist who passionate from chemist. Dr. Bilardo studied at the Chemistry of Natural Products and Essential Oils of the Philippine plants. Dr. Oliveros Bilardo spent her 5 decades of her life for discovering 33 new essential oils were isolated and their chemical and physical features were investigated by them. Dr. Bilardo, her work findings have been used in developing new flavors and natural medicine goods. The result of work found application in the creations of new flavors and herbal inventions and medications. Dr. Oliveros Bilardo did expensive research on phytochemical properties of plants. One of the Dr. Bilardo has one of her successful extraction, which is the essential oils of Symphobugun citratus, also known as lemongrass. And it found that its chemical, such as potassium citrate, that is effective diuretic compound capable of resisting increased blood pressure. She was one of the first female Southeast Asians that conducted studies on chichirica leaves and found that its alkaloids like glycosides, terpenoids, and sterols, fatty acids.
Good day everyone, I'm Ken Saysay, and today I'm gonna discuss what are contribute of Josefino Comiso on the entire world. Josefino Comiso is a senior research scientist at the Chrysoperic Sciences Laboratory of Goddard Space Flight Center. He received his Bachelor of Science degree in Physics from the University of the Philippines, Master's degree in Physics from Florida State University, and PhD in Physics from the University of California in Los Angeles. He held a postdoctoral position of the University of Virginia in Charlottesville and worked as a senior consultant of Computer Science Corporation before joining NASA Goddard Space Flight Center. At Goddard, his research led to new insight into many important processes in the polar region, including deep ocean convection and the influence of polynyas and odin on the bottom water formation, phytoplankton blooms, and relationship with the sea ice cover and climate change signal as revealed by the changing sea ice cover and accelerated warming in the Arctic region. He was the chief scientist in the many NASA aircraft missions in the Arctic and Antarctic that included a flight over a nuclear submarine near the North Pole that demonstrated the feasibility of measuring sea ice thickness from space. He has continually contributed to science and technology in the country through key initiatives. He co-founded the Philippine American Academy of Sciences and Engineering, which has attracted more than 200 highly achieving scientists, engineering, and scholars with Filipino background from different parts of the world to harness this research and strengthening S&T in the country. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Edlin Basibas, and I will be talking about the scientist named Casimiro Villasin del Rosario. So, who is Casimiro del Rosario? Casimiro Villasin del Rosario was a Filipino scientist. He was named a national scientist in the Philippines in 1983 for being a pioneer in physics, meteorology, and astronomy. And Del Rosario is recognized for his restoration of the war-damaged Philippine Observatory and for his leadership in establishing various observatories to study the changing times and galaxy. He was an author of the World Meteorological Organization and led the establishment of the Philippine Science High School. So, let's talk about the contribution. So, what are the contribution in the field of science? And he is a very well known for his researches on ultraviolet light on different wavelengths, high voltage or electrical discharge in a vacuum effect or radioactive radiation on Euligna. Euligna is a genus of unicellular organism and many other of accomplishments. So what are the impacts of his contribution to every Filipino? His contribution has a great impact for every Filipino. The uses of electromagnetic radiation in the soft X-ray band helps to be able to see even the smallest objects. Also, it helps to photograph our bones and internal organs. And how his contribution improved in our life of every Filipino. His contribution, which is the soft and X-ray, improve our lives are the kind used to photograph bones and internal organs. They operate a relative low frequency and unless they are repeated too often, cause little damage to tissues. Soft X-ray carry far less energy than hard X-rays also could detect breast cancer imaging. Diagnostic imaging techniques such as soft X-ray that helps narrow the causes of injury or illness and to ensure that the diagnosis is accurate. And that's for all. Thank you for listening. Once again, I'm Edlin Basibas.
Hi, again, my name is Ryan Oliver Lagoy, and I'm gonna explain or gonna answer questions with regards to the topic of our Filipino scientists that they discuss first. So, enumerate ways in which the government supports scientists and researchers in the Philippines. The government can support our scientists and the research when it comes to financial support for them. Give the government support to the project and research that researchers conduct. Nurtured more scientists with the help of government. Expand the research laboratory across the country. And a recognition for of their works because the research and experimentation need financial to be able to access more equipment they going to use. Support for the project for the scientists to promote more about research to the younger generation. with the help of government and the field of science and research will be more helpful and can be enhanced more of the field in science and research. Lastly, develop more and spread knowledge to others that soon will benefit not only Filipinos but the entire world. On the second question is, in what other ways can the government and the private institutions support Filipino scientists and research culture in the Philippines? Um, Government should prioritize supporting basic or foundational research according to the economic reason for the government. Support for innovation in any event, the private sector is likely to do most practical and applicable research since they are the strong motivation to identify market demands and satisfy them. With the help of the government, with the collaboration of institutions, they can promote and develop more research. Future scientists and researchers can learn to spread knowledge in every student more precisely and practice their hunger for knowledge. And learning towards where the world expand more laboratories for scientists with the help of the government to enhance the quality of research they can make. And as the power of influence, the scientists won't bother with the problem they encounter due to the lack of requirements and their needs to produce such experimentation and also great fundings for the research they going to conduct. Um, Third and last question is, um, what is or are your dreams in a state of Philippine science and technology? First is to recognize by the world regards of the research that Filipinos made, grow the states of Philippines science and technology into bigger and institute to nurture and prosper knowledge that can help future endeavors in the Philippines that could benefit the world. Lastly, as a student, they also taught us that knowledge is a continuous process. Some of us might become scientists or even researchers, and this move can help us to understand more and gain more knowledge. Innovation has not result in a goods and more effective manufacturing techniques, but it has also dramatically altered how organizations are run, showing the linkage between novel concept and organization structure.